Hi everyone, welcome back to Ask a Coach. My name is Kirsty and today we'll be discussing the topic of loneliness, why you feel lonely and how to never feel lonely again. The world seems to be experiencing an epidemic of loneliness, and even in a crowded room filled with people who love and care about us, we can still feel alone. But what is actually going on? Why does this happen? And the answer to this is extremely simple. And it's likely the majority of people won't fully understand what I'm about to say next. You feel lonely because you are disconnected. And you're disconnected from Source, Universe, God, whatever you want to call it. You are disconnected from universal intelligence. And you can fill in the name, you can call it whatever you want, but it's the same concept. And let me explain further. Human beings are connection-based beings. We cannot live in silos. And that's one of the greatest punishments for humans. If you think about people who go to prison, the way that they punish people the most is to place them in solitary confinement, because it's one of the easiest ways to break a person's spirit. So, why can we still feel alone when we are in a room filled with people who love and care for us? It's because humans have blocked their connection to Source or infinite intelligence or God or whatever you want to call it, by being permanently caught up in the mind and the corresponding emotional states. So what is the answer? The answer is simple, and it's presence. Being completely 100% in the moment with whatever you are doing, rather than having a continual mental commentary about everything that's wrong in your life. But being present is easier said than done, especially when we've been trained into habitual thinking. So, what I'd recommend is to start a daily meditative practice where you move your focus into your heart space. And I'll put a link to one of my heart meditations in the description to introduce you to this practice. Now, the goal of the meditation is to move your attention into your heart and feel its energy, feel the presence of your heart space. And with my own practice, I've noticed that the more consistent I meditate and enter my heart space, the more connection I feel with all of life. I feel more connected to people, nature, and my own life. The world appears brighter in color, my level of compassion increases, and my love of life expands. But why does this happen? It's because the body is not leaking vital energy out of our system through negative thoughts and the corresponding negative emotions, like the feeling of loneliness. Remember, emotions are energy in motion, surging through the body. And when we are connected to Source, energy stays in the body and then gets recycled through the heart and the brain, creating a beautiful coherence. And as a result of this coherence, the feeling of connection expands beyond just our body. And we're able to experience life in a much more connected and expanded way. And we are much less likely to feel the feelings of loneliness. We're also able to see that the thoughts that pass through our minds are simply energy manifesting into a thought, then back into energy, and then dissipates and another thought enters. The other great thing about cultivating a strong connection to Source is that you see the mind for what it is. Thoughts, conversations, programs from our past, revisiting and leaving, and they have absolutely nothing to do with who we are. Many of them aren't even our own thoughts. So seeing them for what they are and letting them come and go without our mental engagement is what will enable you to remain consistently in the present and connected. Seeing the comings and goings of your mind and enable your connection to source to remain intact. And it is this connection that is key to never feeling loneliness again, because loneliness can only occur when you are feeling disconnected. I also notice with my clients are that the ones that prioritize their connection to source and the life force are always the most joyful. They're always the most creative, the most compassionate, and usually they manifest the largest amounts of money and wealth and abundance into their experience. And the reason for this is because they are not blocking off the flow of life, which is what happens when we identify with the mind and internalize the thoughts and emotions as us. The mind is nothing to do with us. The emotions have nothing to do with us. They aren't us. They aren't you. You are much greater than any of these things. Okay, so to sum up this video and to never feel loneliness again, make your connection to the life force a priority and watch how much more peaceful you feel. Another indicator that you're on the right path is you'll notice that you start looking outside yourself to help and serve others, and you are less self-focused. And you'll also be more in tune with your intuition and be more open to receiving internal guidance rather than seeking outside and external sources for answers like this video. So, your challenge is to listen to any heart coherence meditation for the next 21 days. And I'll put a link in the description as well. And also, it would be fabulous to read some of your comments about how you've gone with your challenge. I'd love to know how you felt differently. Did you feel more connected? Did you feel less lonely? Do you feel more peaceful? Do you feel more balanced? These would all be indicators that the consistent meditation practice is affecting your heart and brain coherence, and your life experience is being altered as a result, where you'll be experiencing less negative thoughts and emotions and more feelings of love and connection. So there you go. That's the video summed up. So as always, if you got value from this video, please click the like button and press subscribe for more videos to help you master your life. And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.